Our next contestant is Greg Fitzgerald with his speech titled The Seventh Wonder. With The Seventh Wonder, please make welcome Greg Fitzgerald.
Coral. When most people think about coral, they think about bright, multicoloured masterpieces of nature that are a little rough around the edges. The world's largest colony of coral, the Great Barrier Reef, is one of the 7 natural wonders of the world and is the only living thing on Earth visible from outer space. Contest chair, fellow Toastmasters, and my global Zoom audience, when I think about coral, I can only think of one thing: my mother. My mother, Coral Fitzgerald, or Cozza, as she's more affectionately known to her hundreds of closest friends, is truly one of a kind. Imagine a flamboyant 70-year-old woman about this tall, with the largest collection of race day hats and clip-on earrings you've ever seen, and who has a different hair colour every time you see her. Currently, it's magenta. Coral puts the extra in extroverted. She will fill a room long before she's entered it with her trademark sing-song, yoo-hoo! Cozza's other trademark is a laugh. No, more accurately, a cackle that is so infectious you'll want to offer your attention to her like an ancient offering to the Greek goddess of Sauvignon Blanc. Now, there is one thing that Cozza loves more than a drop of wine, and that is a party. Party number 1, 1990, my 10th birthday party. Everyone had to come dressed up as something beginning with the letter G. Cozza convinced me it was a great idea to slick my hair back, wear my sister's powder blue leotard, sheer white stockings, jazz slippers, and be a female gymnast. Cozza told me I looked fabulous, so I believed I looked fabulous. Until I saw the looks of confusion on the guests' faces as they arrived. It was 1990 after all. I felt an early costume change was in order, so I ran down to my bedroom, discarded the powder blue leotard and sheer white stockings, and replaced them with my black Kmart tracksuit pants. I rejoined the party. I was standing in the middle of 21 of my friends when I felt it. The long, cold, hard acrylic fingernails slipping underneath the waistband of my tracksuit pants and underwear and yanking them down between my ankles. All I could hear was the laugh. No, the cackle. Horrified, I ran down to my room with Cozza in tow. "Dal!" she exclaimed. "What's wrong, Dal?" "Mum, you just stacked me in front of all of my friends. I'm so embarrassed I could die." My voice hadn't broken yet, obviously. "Oh, Dal," Cozza said, "you should be thanking me. I did you a favour. Your party was boring. Now it's not. You'll be the talk of the town at school all next week. Now come on, the party pies are ready." It turns out I did get something beginning with the letter G for my birthday. Grievous psychological scarring. Party number 2, 2004, my sister's wedding. Right between entree and main. Cozza, in her lime green mother of the bride outfit, complete with fascinator, commandeered the dance floor and demanded that everyone take their seats. How could I say no to Cozza's outstretched arm beckoning for me to join her on the dance floor? Just me. According to her, after all, she taught me all the moves I know. Let me tell you a little bit about my family dynamic. I'm the youngest of 4 children. 3 of us are very relaxed and easygoing. 1 is a complete control freak. This was a control freak's wedding. The look on the bride's face as her mother and her youngest brother commenced dancing to Greased Lightning on her special day was one of absolute horror. This was not a part of her meticulously planned schedule. The performance kicked off. Literally, legs and arms were flying everywhere, and the audience were utterly captivated. I felt like Patrick Swayze. The bridge came. I knew I had to ramp it up. So I lifted Cosser up, spun her around twice, and returned her stilettos to solid ground, and recommenced my unique dancing. Swayze had an audience to think about. That's when it happened. Cosser's eyes rolled back in her head. And in slow motion, or in what felt like slow motion, a lime green mother of the bride backstroked her way to a not so gracious landing. Most people would be embarrassed. Not Cosser. Cosser was proud. Proud she'd entertained the masses. Proud she'd made everyone laugh. But mostly proud she did it all with minimal disturbance to her fascinator. So I have a confession. For those of you that were wondering after the female gymnast story and the Greased Lightning story, could he be? Well, yes, I am a homosexual. Now, most gay men and women have that one moment of their lives of pure, defining courage and bravery, their coming out story. Not me. Cosser just turned to me one day and said, "Dal, are you gay, Dal?" I hesitated. What would you say if I said yes? "Dal," she replied, "I couldn't care less. I love you for who you are, not what you are." In my life, Cosser has taught me a lot. She's taught me about the importance of a sense of humour, of loyalty, of unconditional love and support, and of not being too precious, not on your wedding day and not on your 10th birthday party. For those of us that know and love Cosser, there is a clear link between the name Coral and the woman. She is bright, she is multicoloured, she is definitely rough around the edges. Like the Great Barrier Reef, I am certain you can see her hair from outer space. But for me, Cosser is truly the 7th natural wonder of the world. Contest chair.